Hello, good evening. It is Monday, so it is Facebook. It's not Facebook time. Monthly make time. Oh, my words aren't wording again. Evening, Lynn. Evening, Maxine. So tonight is our launch of March's monthly make, and then we will be launching our April one a little bit earlier. So I think I'm just going to get on. I think everything's working. Got my mouse there. Got nowhere else to put it, to be honest. So it's going to stay there. So March's monthly make. We have got. I'm going to turn this around. So it's called Floral Butterfly. And I kept saying this is a real mishmash of old and new together. We have got in there, we've got a beautiful texture stamp. I think this is going to be really good. It creates really good, strong, striking backgrounds in no time at all. So it is a really good one. And then you've got this beautiful butterfly, which is a mixture. Those of you who have been with us a long time will know some of the flowers within here. These are some of the flowers that were our very first flowers that I drew. So we've got lovely Lizzie, Daisy, we've got that gorgeous vine in there. So very, very first flowers we ever did. So as always, you get your leaflet. Inside there you've got your discount codes. Evening Mummy, it's very windy tonight. It was a lovely sunny morning and then it's gone very, very windy here this afternoon. So you've got your leaflet with your discount codes in there. Evening Noala. Then you have your gorgeous texture stamp. It really doesn't do it justice, but if you turn it around you can see. I keep showing. There you go. Let's show it to the camera, not the microphone. You can see it is a really, really good size stamp on there. So it's like distressed squares, but it does all interlock, so you can make beautiful patterns with it. And then you have your beautiful butterfly as well. So like I said before, we've got our Lizzie doodles in there, our Daisy doodles, their leaves, and that gorgeous vine. Again, one of the very first things I ever drew when I started moving away from doing all the cogs in the very, very early days. And then you've got almost like one of our panel stamps. So you've got things like wings, beautiful, trust, moment, bold, precious, life, and brave. So they're all stuck together to make like the birthday panels that we've had in the past. And then you've got some sayings as well. So trust the timing, spread your wings, every moment is precious, never hide your wings, and then of your life. So trust the timing of your life, every moment is precious of your life, things like that. And then we've got this gorgeous little it's not a frame, but I do think these fit within the frame from last month. But you have got your lines as well, which these all fit in there. Evening Tracy. So they do fit inside there as well. So again, you can see it is a bit of a monster of a stamp. It is a statement stamp, this one. I'm going to move that to one side. And then we have some samples here as well. So this is a really simple one. I've coloured outside this time, not the inside, and just that centre flower. So I've just used some brush show to go around the edge and then just a big purple flower in the centre. But again, you really don't need much on there. And you've just got that every moment is precious. But it's so easy, isn't it? Really big, bold stamps. Background, I keep going on about making beautiful backgrounds. Check that out. You know, how much fun is that? Do a bit of pattern building in the background. It's a bit yellow, isn't it? I went for bright sunshine with these ones, you know, springtime with our butterflies. And then the panel here has got those lovely words on it, and it's just been spritzed and then distressed around the edge. You've got never hide your wings, and then it's just been coloured in using distress oxide. And you'll notice I have been putting little gems in the centre of my flowers just because, well, why not? This one I cheated. It's a bit of masking on there. So you've got, I've stamped one and then I cheated to do my masking. So I masked off the easy wing instead of masking off this one. So you've got a what's it called, a kaleidoscope of butterflies just swooping up our page. And then I've just used little hints of that gorgeous texture stamp on there as well. And you'll notice, well, apart from the yellow, those are my go-to colours. So if I'm never sure what I want to do, I will go to my go-to, oh, I'm getting cramp in my hand, my go-to Distress Oxides until I'm happy with the stamp set, and then I'll go on and play. So again, another big, bold, bright one. Lovely little 5x7. So I've just created a bit of an ombre on there. I think it's Twisted Citron, I think it's Carved Pumpkin, and then it'll be Picked Raspberry at the top there. And you can just see how beautiful these words are coming down the side. And then we've got our beautiful floral butterfly on there as well. But you really don't need much, and you can see there I've put the Trust the Timing of Your Life there. Next, again, we've got that gorgeous background stamp in oxide and then spritzed over the top. And you know what? I've not even bothered to mask off here. I have just stamped my butterfly over the top. So it's a very, I was going to say very flat, but it's not actually, because you've got gems on there, and I've struck an extra flower on there. And then we've got that saying built up, but you could do quite a flat card using that idea if you wanted. Yeah, and then we're on to Mums. Sorry, my hand is just being naughty at the moment. So you can see she's done some, I think she's actually cheated and she's not masked off, because she's cut that beautiful wing out with our lovely Lizzie at the bottom. And then she's used that stamp I've made for her in the background there. And you've just got your beautiful butterfly on there. And then that was an extra one she sent me, to be honest. So, oh, there you go, it's the same one. Using the lovely wings in the background, and she's done a bit of splattering using some Distress Spritz, I think, on there. You can see how beautiful that is. Next up, we have got, look how she's used, I don't know if you can quite see, I'll hold it up there, there we go. She's just used the wing to make a corner, which is a lovely little idea, isn't it? Because you could just stamp it in the corner, no one would know it's a wing, it's just a beautiful floral, isn't it? So we've got that beautiful butterfly again, all decoupaged up, and then just in very muted tones, yellows and oranges and browns. So it's quite autumnal butterfly, this one, isn't it? But it is very, very pretty. So again, we've gone a bit colourful on this one. So we've got lots and lots of colour in there. And again, she's just used that little edge of the wing just to add a little bit of detail, which is lovely, isn't it? I hadn't thought of doing that. But you could use it. So if you don't fancy doing the whole butterfly, just use it as like a corner on your card. You could create a frame using it, couldn't you? So we've got that one. Next up, we have our gorgeous little butterfly again. You can see she cut this wing out in this leaf. And then we've got our texture stamp coming down, we've got our words up there, and we've got the spread your wings as well. We've got a DL. Now, on this one, who says it's a butterfly? It's not, it's a floral panel, isn't it? So we have our texture stamp in the background. Again, look at that for just making a statement, yeah? Up the back of our card. And then she's just stamped that butterfly's wing, that floral side. You don't need the other side, do you? Evening, Rachel. So there we go. And then, oh, I like this one. There you go. We've got the blocks, but we've actually got them as squares this time. I know they're squares, but they're not on a not a diamond shape. Yeah, normally we look at them like that, don't we? I can't even get it the right way now. But she's used them as squares across, which is a really cool idea. I hadn't thought of doing that. Might do that tonight, actually. And then again, she's used that one floral wing, and then we've got the beautiful butterfly down here as well. So there we go. So I'm just going to put them back on my desk. So as I put them all back in a pile, I'll just give you a quick look through. There we go. So I think tonight I'm going to do something bold and bright, because we need it, don't we? Because it is meant to be spring, or spring is coming sometime soon. because I think we've had a mini spring, haven't we? Hopefully it'll be back soon. So monthly mate, you've got your floral, you've got your texture stamp, and then you have got your leaf as well. So I'm just going to move them up there. Let me put that back in there, otherwise I will forget what I've done with them. There we go. Right, let me move my mouse out of the way as well. So I have got, about to say where are my stamps, but they're there, they're just warming up. Ow. It has gone very, very chilly this evening. It was lovely this morning, and then this evening, it's like the last half hour, well, last couple of hours has gone bitterly cold. Right, so I'm going to move that over there. I've got last week's card there. I'm not quite sure what to do with the one that we made last week. And we have, I do like that idea of Mum's where she's just used it. I'm trying to think if I could. I could come to, right, anyway. I'm getting carried away. I'm thinking about the top before I start. I've done the bottom layers. So I want big and bold, and I want easy. So I'm going to grab some Brusho and a bit of a paintbrush. Just realised how dirty my hands are. They're full of paint today. So I do apologise. I have had a shower and I have washed my hair, so it's just stuck in my nails today. At least it's been freezing where she is today. Yeah, it's been really warm over here. And like I say, this last couple of hours, it's just, whew. But it must have been cold because the washing hasn't dried as well today. Been getting loads of washing dry the last few days, and today, nope. I know it's that time of the year where all I do is talk about my washing and whether I've got it dry or not. It's a big deal. It really is. So I've just got a little bit of lemon, I think I picked out. Because I want big, bold and bright. I need a little bit more. I'm just going to do a bit of a washy background. Evening, Sue. So I've got some yellow. I'm actually going to change it up a bit tonight. I'm going to go, ow. I'm going to do pink, I think. I'm rhyming now. It's kind of being a grown-up. Thanks, Rachel. It is though, isn't it? Talk about me washing. But it's exciting when you can get your washing done outside. So again, I'm going to try and embrace some of those brush marks as well. Rachel's got a new toy. It's a vacuum cleaner. I know. I'm with you there. That would be exciting. I'm going to do a little bit more of my pink, I think. So saying that, Henry's been with us a long time and we can't get rid of our Henry. Even though getting him up and downstairs is a nightmare. Right, so I've got some pink, I've got some yellow. I'm going to do blue as well, but I just need to move a bit of Brusho off my desk. I know I'm being naughty, I'm not cleaning my brush in between. But I don't think it really matters. We are in background territory here, aren't we? So I am not worrying too much about it. Until I turn around later and go, oh, I wish I'd have done that now. Yeah, there's nothing like having your washing dried outside though. Look, lady had some training yesterday for swimming because she started teaching swimming, So she has to do all these training courses, and she got one yesterday morning at 9:30, I think it was. Yeah, 9:15, 9:30. And literally she got home at 11:30, and by 12 o'clock her swim stuff was out on the line. It was lovely. But it's not just the swim stuff, it's the side of the pool kit as well, because they have like stuff they have to wear in the pool and then stuff they wear outside the pool, but it all gets full of chlorine. So it was lovely to get it on the line, get it nice and dry, all ready for tomorrow. There we go. Right, I think I'm quite happy with that. I'm just going to tidy up my desk a little bit, and then I just need to dry that off. So I've just basically created a big colourful background. I've used Brusho, but you can use whatever you want. Marker pens, your oxides. I used Brusho because they were looking at me on my desk. There we go. I'm being naughty. I'm going to put my paintbrush back without washing it. Yeah. I know. I'm going to regret that, isn't it? I'm really going to regret it. So my fingers blue. I'll sort that out as well. I mustn't touch anything until I've washed them fingers. You can't tell now what's paint and what's Brusho. That's a good idea. Right, so we've got a bit of a background. Lots and lots of colour. Don't really want to touch anywhere until I've washed my hands. Getting myself more and more in a pickle, aren't I? I'm going to leave that like that for now. Whilst I try not to touch anything, but get my hand a bit cleaner. Yeah, I don't really like the smell of chlorine either. Which was why it was nice to get it out on the line, because it had a good blow. But to be fair, she swims that often that it just smells all the time of chlorine. Right, I think I should be safe to touch a few things now. So, we have, except for I've now done my other finger, oops. So, we have a nice little background. I want to start with that lovely texture stamp. I think I'm going like that. And then, so what I was going to do, down. However, I quite like that idea. So, I think I'm going to do corners. And now I need to decide what colour I want to do it. I am thinking, you can hear the cherry tree starting to rub against here, and it's, you know, when you can start to hear it, it's gonna have a couple of branches trimmed, I think, this year. Right, I'm trying to make a decision. I'm not doing a very good job at it, am I? I'm gonna go grey. Am I gonna go grey? Oh, I know you're all sat there going, just put a colour on, it'll be fine. And it will. Oh, I know what we can do. Ha ha ha. I'm going to go yellow. Let me just give a real quick wipe over there. So I'm going to embrace the yellow we've got, and I'm going to hope this shows up. Should do. It's quite a strong ink. I might regret my choices in a bit. But for the moment, I'm being brave and using lots and lots of colour. Ooh. And you can see all I'm going to do now is snuggle this one in. So I'm just eyeballing, same distance, and popping it down. So you can quite quickly and easily create bigger patterns. There we go. I've gone a bit big now, haven't I? Might just do one corner in it, what do we think? So, be like that, wouldn't it? So again, just nestling it in there. And now I just need to squeeze this one in, but I think I've done it a bit squiff. But it's a good one for pattern building. See, a couple of minutes and we have a fabulous little background. I think I am going to do one in the other corner though, just because I can. And I've stained my desk, but that's okay. So I'm not going to do as much in this top corner, because otherwise I'll just end up meeting in the middle, won't I? It wasn't my plan, I promise. I'll tell you what, no, I want to go a little bit bigger than that. Like that, I think. If I'd really thought about it, I could have had it lining up as well. I'm always good with the ideas after the fact, aren't I? I'm just going to squeeze this one in here. Again, just filling in any gaps. But how cool does that look? Really quick, really easy. And if you stick to your paler colours, I know it's a very solid background, but if you stick to those paler colours, it makes usable backgrounds, solid backgrounds, yeah? And now I want some of those lovely wordies. So we have... The only problem with putting words on at this stage is you have to choose your direction, don't you? Which we all know is something that I struggle with. So I'm thinking... Look at that. How cool is that looking so far? I am thinking we are going to... I had a bit of a panic then. I thought I had something wrong with my stamp. There we go. So I'm going to pop that on there. And my words are just... I think I'm going to do it just like that. So my wordies are just going to come poking in this bottom corner. All distressed. So in terms of colour, I am going to go grey this time. I know. I have to make decisions. Could have gone dark blue. Sticking with our colour theme, couldn't we? Again, I'm just going to stamp and then second generation. And then stamp again. Ooh. And then a bit of second generation going on. We'll do the same again. Again, it's not difficult what I'm doing at all. I can do a little bit, I think, there. There we go. And then I'm going to do exactly the same up in this top corner. Just remember to turn your stamp though. But I don't need much in this top corner at all. She says inking up the whole of a stamp. I know. One of these days. There we go. I said I wasn't going to do much in that top corner. But how pretty is that looking? Get that out of the way. Let's give this desk a bit of a... Got all sorts on it. Nope, that yellow doesn't want to come off, does it? It's stained yellow forever. To be fair, it was a VersaFine class. Clue's kind of in the name. So I'm just going to give this a quick dry. I don't think I'm going to do anything else. So I have had a bit of an idea. Maybe we might do something else. I'm not making very good. Not very good at making decisions. It's been a long day. Right, so I'm going to stamp my butterfly and then see. My idea is, I'll tell you what I'm thinking at the moment is, I'm thinking we're going to get our lovely little border stamp, our lovely frame, and stamp it around to create a bit of a border, and then we could put our words in it, couldn't we? Because that could look quite nice. So what I'm going to do is stamp our butterfly, colour that in, and then see if we can have that level of busyness. Yeah, because there's nothing worse than making, because we've got a lot of colour going on, a lot of sayings and things going on, lots of words going on, and I don't want to make it too busy. Yeah, come on, Mr. Butterfly, what did I do with you? There we go. So I hope some of you recognise the flowers off here. And then you've got the butterfly, which was our graceful butterfly as well. So it was a mishmash of old and new, old to make new, which felt quite fitting. And I've been wanting to do a floral butterfly for a long time. And I thought, well, if I'm not going to do it now, I'm never going to do it, am I? And I was looking through some of our own old design files. It was like, oh, let's use our gorgeous butterfly, our gorgeous Lizzie and Daisy. And I just stamp that in here. It is very fitting, isn't it? And a little bit sad. There we go. I'm just giving this a real good press. I've got no strength in my hands at all. And I've got a big bubble behind my stamp, so that's going to be fun. And then I think... I think I am going to do that central flower as well. So our lovely Lizzie. See if that one's big enough. Maybe. Might be close. That'll do. And then I'm going to do it again, because I'm going to keep that leaf, and then I'm going to keep the... And I don't know whether you guys have been playing with this yet, but I can guarantee when I'm colouring in the flowers, I always miss a leaf. So I always end up wasting so much card just to stamp these two bits. I should have cut the card down, shouldn't I? There we go. So I've got my leaf, my flower, and then I've got my leaf as well, because I think that'll look quite nice, decoupaged up. Right, so colours. Woo, I nearly sent that flying then. Now, I don't think I want too much colour on here, because we have all that colour in the background, don't we? So I've got a decision to make. I either go with the same colours, so it brings our background to the front, or I go with something completely different just to make it pop. So it's decision time. I think I'm going to stick with the colours we have used so far. Might add a bit of purple in, because I love the vine when it's coloured in purple. Ooh. It's getting that windy, my door is blowing. I have to go and close it because it's blown wide open and there's a right draft coming through. Oops. There you go, it serves me right for not putting the latch on it. Well, I thought I had, but obviously I hadn't. Right. So I'm going to start off with my green. It's all toasty again now. It's amazing what shutting the door does for keeping you warm. Right, so I'm just going to do this really quickly. I'm not going to spend too much time, because you could spend ages colouring this in, or you could go light touch with it. And I do like using Brusho because you can cheat. So you can see I have just got leaf green, and it's doing all the, you know, different shades of green for me. There we go. Or I could have left this uncoloured and just added a little bit of grey or something to it. Right, I think, famous last words. Oh no, I've not got these ones to do as well. I know, sometimes. There you go. So I'm going to use, I don't know which one I'm going to use, so I'm going to clone both in and then. I didn't quite pick that up then. There we go. Right, so I've done my green, I think. I hope. Nope, there's a tiddly bit just there I've missed. There we go. So, done my green. I'm going to do a little bit of purple on my vines, because I do love purple. I know I keep saying this, I do love the purple for those gorgeous vines. I did have, it's over there. If I remember in a minute, I'll go grab it. I've got a notebook with the vines all over that used to be. It used to be one of the ones that was on the stand for years. It travelled the country with us as a sample on the stand. But it's got the lovely vine. That's all of them. I didn't want that. I wanted a bit more. There we go. We've got a gorgeous little vine there. I'm just going to give it a quick blast with my... Should have put Stella in there. Yeah. She was another very popular flower. And Christina. But it was trekking right back to the very beginning. Because in the very beginning, all I did was, all I did was use cogs to create images. So you might have seen like the poppies, the Father Christmas, the reindeer. I'm trying to think of them all. We did lots and lots. And then people kept asking for a flower, so we did a flower. And changed direction a little bit. Kay's asking, what is brush out? Brush out is raw pigment powder. So it reacts with water. And you can do things like I've just done. Normally you sprinkle it and spritz it to make it all pop. It's so much fun to use. So I like to paint with it. You could use it to create backgrounds. You can actually stamp with it if you want to. I'm going to be naughty. I'm going to move to gamboge for this one. It is just a wonderful medium that you can do so much with. It is raw pigment that you would use for like watercolouring. But us crafters got hold of it and went, oh, we can do lots and lots of other things with it. So spritzing to make backgrounds. You can pop it in little spritzers as well. Bear and I like to create puddles with it and then blow it with a straw because that's just fun. Why wouldn't you want to do that with it? I know. He's a bit busy tonight. He's got his school residential next week, which is why he's not here tonight. So he's got lots of things he's trying to do to get ready for that. I can't believe he's going on his school residential. I mean, where has that time flown? And Rosie never got to do her residential because it was during lockdown. Well, it was the second lockdown. So they weren't allowed to stay over. So they had to... The school she went to, they went to Castleton. So they drove out to Castleton every day to do their activities. Whereas Bear's going to one near Wrexham. And they've got everything on site, so they don't move off site. And he's going to be kayaking and climbing and all sorts of stuff. Sounds very exciting. They've got like a big swing thing as well. But he doesn't seem old enough yet. Or I'm not ready to admit he's in year 6, so one of the two. But he will have a fab time, we know he will. Oh, Bear goes everywhere with Scum. And they were at the War Museum not too long ago. They've done... What else have they done this year? They always do really random ones that you think, oh, sounds exciting. They went to the Romans. They did the Roman walk in Chester. They go to the Bridgewater Hall quite a lot as well. Because they do quite a lot of music. He's doing the keyboard at the moment. But they always tend to go to the Bridgewater Hall. in the middle of town. And Rosie does lots of trips as well, to be honest. Hers are normally science-based. She gets to go to the medical museum this year, or next year. I'm thinking I'm going to leave those little flowers white. And I've not done anything with our butterfly either, so I need to do something, don't I? Might do yellow and bring that yellow down. It is really versatile. It's a lovely little medium. But you've got some which are true colours, and then you've got others that are a mixture. So like the leaf green has lots of different pigments, so it's got yellows through to dark green, and then it just all works beautifully together. But it does always react with water, so no matter what you do, unless you use a fixing agent, it will always react with water or anything mildly moist to your fingers. And you don't have to end up covered in it like I do. It's just, to me, that's part of the fun. I'm just going to do a little bit of yellow on my butterfly, and I think I'm going to do a little bit on those daisies. Only a smidge, not a lot. A smidge. Yeah. You probably won't even see this on camera, to be fair. You'll be like, what's she talking about? So if we've just got a little smidgeroo just there. God, can you hear that wind? It's really whipping. And then I'm just going to add a little bit. We did have some brushes on our website. I'm not sure, to be honest, what's left on there at the moment. Mr. Roo's been doing a fabulous job of keeping it all sorted for me. And then occasionally I get a, how'd you do this? And then I have to go and help him. There we go, right. So, I'm going to move that out of the way. Give this a quick blast, and then I'm going to have to do a bit of cutting out, I'm afraid. But I'm not going to go too close, I don't think. I'm not going to worry about all the intricate bits, because actually having that white there will really help it jump off the background. But just remember, if you are using your brush out, anything mildly moist does reactivate it. So when I come to cut it out now, I need to not touch it too much. Right, there we go. Ooh. I'm not sure what I was more concerned about then. I just knocked my laptop with my heat gun. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's my heat gun or my laptop I'm more concerned about. So that should work. So I am going to start off with the tricky bit. I'm going to leave a bit of a border, and again I am going to whiz round this, but you would normally take your time, cut it out a little bit neater than I am. It's not hard to cut out, it's just a bit time consuming. So I've had a question about the last monthly make. So we are sending it out early. If you want to sign up for it, it's currently on the website and it'll be there until the 20th of March. And then we'll be sending it out on the 24th of March to launch it on the 31st of March. So if there is any problems, we can deal with them. personalised stamps as well. We will be taking them off the website next Monday, the 16th. So if you're wanting to get your hands on personalised stamps, and I know a few of you have popped some through for making. Mr. Roo's got a nice pile to make tomorrow. The last day to order them will be next Monday, the 16th of March. Oops, I nearly took a petal out then. No, a leaf. Yeah, don't look too closely at my cutting out, but it is doable. Oops. So you have your gorgeous little butterfly. And move that over there. So I've got this going on. I think I am going to do something with those lines in a minute. Again, I'm cutting this one out, but I'm leaving that little white border. It's quite pretty, isn't it? There's that one. What I think I'm going to do is just offset it a little bit so it looks like we've got like layers of leaves. Yeah. And then you've got the last one, which I shouldn't have coloured it in green on the leaf because I changed my mind which one I wanted to use. But that's okay. There you go. And what I'm going to do with this top one as well. Oh, thank you, Rachel. We will do our best to help them. I've just snipped into this one so we can give it a bit of oof, a bit more. What am I trying to say? A bit more volume, a bit more life, a bit more movement. All those words. I can't think of the one I'm trying to say either. It'll come back. It will come back to me. There you go. So you can see how this is now all coming together. We'll have a bit of a saying coming in on that top corner. But I do think I'm going to be brave, but I'm also going to be sensible. So it's a bit bendy, my card at the moment. So what I'm going to do... Ooh, I've obviously not cut that right. Have a look at the state of that. Just grab my guillotine. She says, and the desk isn't tidy enough to put a guillotine. Oop. There you go. It's because I cut it at 7, not 6 3/4. Which is why it looks a bit odd. I know. I can never measure, can I? So I'm going to cheat. Stick this down. And then I've not got it bending and stretching. I could have just stuck it to my desk, I suppose. However, if I stick it onto here, because I'm only going to be stamping with black, so you're not really going to notice if I stamp over the edges, are you? No, no one will notice. Or if I've got a scrap just there, haven't I? Oop. Oop. Turn it over, give it a quick rub. And hopefully now it'll be a lot less Himalayan-y to stamp with. There we go. If I'd have thought about it, I could have had that flattening out, couldn't I? So again, you don't want wonky lines, do you? So take your stamp off, throw it down, pattern side down, yep, and then pick it up on your stamp base. Don't try and put it on, otherwise it's going to go, you know, all wiggly, and we don't want that. We want it nice and straight. Well, you might not want it nice and straight, you might want it wiggly. But let the stamp do its thing, let the stamp rest, and then it'll... Right, moment of truth. I'm either going to love this or absolutely hate it. So I'm just going to pop that bit of scrap there, because you're making me feel bad now that I'm going to stamp over the edge. And we're just going to... I think, actually, I'm going to give it a little gap so I don't have to line it up. I'm not cheating, I'm thinking. Which now I'm wishing I'd have put it like central on my page, but that's okay. Designs change, don't they, as we go. Again, I'm going to leave myself a little gap. I'm going to do the same going this way now. I could have butted it up to each other. There we go. I'm going to pop that there. I'm eyeballing centre, aren't I? Again, I'm just going to pop that there. And I'm going to pop it on the other end. And I know I might be going to all this effort and you wouldn't see the ink on the black bits. But I know I've gone to this effort. You guys know I've gone to this effort. I'm actually quite liking that as a border. I think we need it, don't we? There we go. Oops. Again, centre-ish. If you had a stamping platform, actually I found mine the other day. If you had your stamping platform, you could get this so it was perfectly in the middle. But I'm going for more experimenting. I do think it makes a nice little border around your card, doesn't it? Oops. That one went a bit wonky donkey, didn't it? And I can't hide it because it's right in the bottom corner. Oh well. I know it's always one that you mess up, isn't it? What started off as a good idea is now taking me forever. Oops, I've got ink everywhere, so I just need to be a little bit more careful. And then we're just going to tidy that stamping block up, because look at that, that's messy inking. That's setting us up to fail, that. Ooh. Can you hear that wind? Right, and whilst I've got this on my stamping block, that does look really cool, because where's my flower gone? Not my flower, my butterfly. Yeah, it's just bringing it all together, isn't it? Yep. So I'm going to pop that up there. I'm going to grab a scrappage. There we go. And we're going to stamp this again. No, I'm getting very stamp happy with this stamp, aren't I? So I'm just going to pop it down in this bottom corner. Absolutely, perfection is very much overrated. And I don't think it needs to be perfect, does it? So I think, I can't read them back to front today. Where's the one? Never hide your wings. I think is what I'm going to pop around the edge. As I did it. No, I'll do it like that. So never hide your wings, and then we're going to do every moment is precious as well. So this is going to be my saying on my card. I'm going to pop it in there. There we go. So we've got a little saying that I'm going to chop off in a minute. And then I've got never hide your wings. There we go, that's better. I could see it was like a banana on my stamp. So, never hide your wings. I'm going to do it so it's pointing out on all of it, but then it's upside down, isn't it? Don't like it upside down. I think I'm going to do it that way. I know it's one of those, isn't it? You could do it so it's the same on every one, so it's pointing out, or so you can read it. Oh, I'm going to go same on every one. I know it's upside down. I know. But it's the same. There we go. It is one of those things, isn't it, that you could go out either way with that. I could have stamped it either way. Or you could have had them all pointing inwards, I suppose. So this one would be upside down. Right, I've now got myself very, very inky. But that's okay. Because we are... Oh, no, we're not. Oh, that'll be fine. I was going to put my other saying on first, but that's okay. Put that down there. And I've got very inky pinkies. There we go. And then I'm going to give this a bit of teasing and a bit of volume, movement. Again, words fail me today. I just want to give it a little bit of shaping. That's the word I'm looking for, shaping. We're going to have that about there, I think. She says, and she keeps moving it up the page. And then we have our gorgeous little flowers, so I'm just going to give that a bit of shaping. I could use a foam pad to stick these on if I wanted to, but I think I'm going to have to because I've overshaped my wings. Now that's a sentence I never thought I'd say. There we go, and then we'll just use a smidge. I even got that much space on there. There we go. Pop that there. Look at that for layerage. And then I'm going to use these lovely little black gems I've got sat next to me. Oops. Get myself covered in everything at the moment. My foam pads are a bit extreme, so it's like... Ooh. I don't even know how my foam pads are that size. Never known foam pads be that big. They're definitely not subtle. Right, so I've got some little gems on there as well. I'm going to keep hold of them because I might. Oh, please tell me I've got... There he is. The baby guillotine. Always around. So we are literally just going to whip this saying up. And I was thinking I might put a gem either end, but every moment is precious is the same size virtually as my frame. But on some of the smaller words it might be nice to do that. There we go. And I tried to stick it onto Velcro, then that'd never work, would it? Do. Yeah, I do think on the shorter ones, a little bit of gem would look really nice. We've got every moment is precious. Always makes me think of Gollum though, whenever you say precious. I'm not precious. Right, put that there. I am going to use another foam pad only because I think it will... That's worked really well, putting that border around the edge, hasn't it? Because it was a 7-inch card. But by putting that border around it, you've probably made it into 6-inch, maybe smaller. There you go. No. Oh well. It's a bit wonky donkey that. But... there you go. Our first make using March's monthly make. So let's just have a really quick recap. So March's monthly make, it is called the Floral Butterfly because it's a butterfly and it's got florals on there as well. We get our texture stamp in there, which is fabulous for creating those big, beautiful, bold backgrounds. Pattern building is what it is all about, isn't it? And then we get our stamp set, so you get the words, you get these lovely little sayings with it, you get that lovely, those lines to go around your words, and you also get that lovely butterfly with all our very, our older designs of flowers in there. I was just having a quick look to see if, I don't know where that stamp is. But if you have a look, this month's words fit in last month's border. And yes, it was done deliberate. I just can't find my stamp. I'm not sure what I've done with my stamp to show you it does fit in there. So it does all fit in there as well. So that's your monthly make. And then quickly just go through those gorgeous samples. Check out that background. I think that stamp is going to be really, really useful. There we go. When Mr. Roo first saw the design, he's like, what would you want a load of squares for? So see, that's been spritzed for that more subtle look. You've got those beautiful, it's almost like a pair of butterflies, isn't it? Got there. And don't forget Mum's idea of using the wing as a corner, because I think that'll work really, really well. See, like here, you know, like spread your wings is smaller, just a little gem in there would be perfect, wouldn't it? Nice little DL. Again, she's masked off that butterfly and just used the floral part. And then you've got the butterfly, and again that wing just by itself on there. And I'd never thought of using it that way, but it does look amazing, doesn't it? So thank you for joining me tonight. We won't be here next week because Bear is off on his residential, and so is Mr. Roo. So Rosie and I are having a bit of a girly night, making the most of while the boys are away, because she's then teaching on Tuesday, so I only get one night with her. So what did I have to tell you? Further reductions on the website. If you want to sign up for April's monthly make, you've got until the 20th. If you fancy a personalised stamp, you've got until the 16th. I think that's everything, isn't it? I think I've been really good tonight. I remembered everything. Oh, thank you for your lovely comments. I think there is 2 of these left on the website, maybe 1. There's definitely 1 because it's sat in front of me. So if you want to get your hands on this stamp set, literally there's like 1, maybe 2 of it left on the website. So thank you for joining me. I think, oh, thank you all. I do think that is everything. So won't be here next week, but we'll be back the week after. So thanks for watching. Bye for now.